Back. Hi, this is I from Groovy Entertainment. Today we got another book to read for you. Today's book is Dino and the Frog from 1990. So let's get started. One sunny day, Dino woke up feeling great. What a perfect day for the Junior Woodchuck picnic, he said with a smile. Dino was a den uncle. He had entered his junior woodchucks in all the contests that were planned for the day. He had been training them for 9 weeks. He kicked off the covers and jumped out of bed. He touched his toe 10 times. He did 8 setups. Then he did 6 push-ups. I have got to be in shape for the Den Uncle boat race, he said to himself. Something tell me I'm going to win it this time. When Donald arrived at the park, the woodchuck was already there. Grandma Duck was there too. Beside her was a great basket of food. Hi, Uncle Donald, cried Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Hi, boy, replied Donald. I see you have already warmed up for the contest. I hope you made plenty of pies this year, Grandma, he added. After we win all 7 contests, we'll be mighty hungry. Time for the relay race, somebody shouted. Donald's team lined up behind the others. Soon they heard the starting whistle. The race began. Dewey was first to run. Quickly took the lead. Way to go, Dewey, his teammate cheered. Huey turned was second, and Louie was third. Before they knew it, Louie had crossed the finish line. We won, cried Uncle Donald. The 3 junior woodchucks stood tall as he pinned blue ribbons to their shirts. You did a great job, Donald said happily. I'm proud of you. Before long, it was time for the tug of war. Uh-huh, groaned Louie when he saw the other team. They are very big. Just do your best, said Donald. We promised we would play, and a promise is a promise. Donald cheered with all his might, but it didn't do any good. Louie pulled, Huey tugged, Dewey yanked. They all dug their feet and leaned back, but no matter how hard they tried, they couldn't hold their place. The tug of war was over in no time. The other team had won. Hey, boys, said Donald. Don't look so unhappy. You can't win them all. Is there anything we could have done differently? Asked Huey. Sure, answered Louie. We could have grown 2 feet and gained 100 pounds each. I like you just the way you are, said Donald. And I'm proud of you, too. You are good sports. You tried your best, and that's all that really matters. Before long, it was time for the rowing race. All the Den Uncle got into their boats. Soon the whistle sounded, and 5 rollers went off. Donald Junior Woodchuck cheered and cheered. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who will be first ashore? Uncle Donald, Uncle Donald, Uncle Donald. Donald rowed harder than he had ever rowed before. When he looked up, he saw that he was in the lead. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, he cried. I'm going to win this race for sure. That trophy sure will look good over the fireplace. Or maybe I'll put it in my bedroom. That way I'll see it first thing every morning. Donald stopped rolling. He stood up in the boat. He wanted to see just how far ahead he really was, but before he sat down again, Donald heard a splash. He turned around just in time to see his oar floating away. Oh no, he cried. Donald grabbed the other oar and paddled harder he could, but he just kept spinning around the circles. Donald was getting dizzy from all that spinning. He closed his eyes. When he opened them again, he saw a big bullfrog sitting on a lily pad. The lily pad was very close to his lost ore. I see you have a problem, said the frog. Donald blinked his eyes. He shook his head. He didn't believe he had just heard the frog speak. The sun must be stronger than I thought, he said. The frog spoke again. I said, I see you have lost your ore. Oh, great, a talking frog, cried Donald. Maybe you can help me. Do you think you could push that ore over to my boat? Asked Donald. That's a pretty big ore, if you ask me, said the frog. I could do it, but it would not be easy. But I'm not a but I'm not in a race, Donald explained quickly. Wait, but I'm in a race, Donald explained quickly. Without that ore, I can't win. Please push it over here, he begged. I'll be so grateful. How grateful, asked the frog. Donald could see that the other boats were catching up. I'll give you anything, Donald promised. What could you give me to make me want to help you? Asked the clever frog. Anything you want. You can have my trophy, said Donald. It's a little gold rowboat just your size. It's a deal, smiled the frog. And with that, he hopped from the lily pad. He hopped from lily pad to lily pad. He pushed that oar with all his might. The frog huffed and puffed. One final push, and Donald could reach the oar. The frog flopped down on the lily pad. He gave a big sigh. See you later, he patted. But Donald didn't hear him. He was back in the race. It didn't take Donald long to catch up with the other. In fact, it wasn't long before he was way ahead of them again. Donald could see the finish line, and he could hear his woodchucks cheering him on. Just a little farther to go, Donald thought. Sure enough, just a few more strokes brought Donald sailing across the finish line. You won, Uncle Donald, cried Bluey. Hooray, the other cheered. The trophy is mine, cried Donald. The frog followed as the Juno woodchuck carried Donald over to receive his trophy. A big crowd was waiting for them. They cheered as Donald held up the first prize. Donald tried to ignore the frog, who was standing right beside him. The frog tugged at Donald's foot, but Donald pretended not to feel it. The frog cleared his throat. Excuse me, but what about your promise? He asked. Donald didn't answer. The frog was getting angry. I want my trophy, and I want it now, croaked the frog. Donald quickly excused him. Then he led the frog away. When they were alone, Donald said, I'm the one who won the trophy, not you. You never would have won that trophy without my help, replied the frog. Besides, a promise is a promise, he declared. I'll give you my favorite pen instead, Donald offered lamely. I don't want your pen, replied the frog firmly. Now pay up. Donald silently placed the trophy in the water, and the frog rowed away. Donald muttered to himself as he walked away from the lake. His Juno woodchuck ran after him. What were you doing with that frog? Asked Bluey. Could we see your trophy? Asked Huey. I have something to tell you, said Donald. I dropped my oar in the lake during the race. That frog helped me get it back, and I promised to send my trophy. So I gave it to him. You gave him your trophy? Asked Bluey. Yes, answered Donald, but I guess I don't mind. After all, a promise is a promise. But Donald looked unhappy. Donald stared out over the lake. He was thinking about his lost trophy. He looks very sad. I don't care what he said, declared Dewey. I think Uncle Donald wished that he still had his trophy. He hadn't even eaten one piece of grandma pie yet. Why don't we make a special award? Suggested Bluey. Great idea, agreed the other woodchucks. That should cheer him up. They quickly set to work, and when they was finished, they rounded up everybody again. Well, Uncle Donald, please step up, cheered Huey. What about that? Wait, what about all? What this all about? Asked Donald. We want to give you the best sports award for keeping your promise and giving your wonderful trophy to the frog, announced Huey. Then he handed Donald the awards that they made wait, that they made him. It was a wooden oar on which they had carved the word best sports. Thanks, fellow, said Donald. It looks like this is my lucky day after all. Had anyone seen Grandma? I think I'm ready to have some pie now. So that was Donald and the Frog for 1990. If you like, subscribe, share, and comment, have a groovy day with another video coming out real soon.